Hi. It's been a long time since I've posted a full-length YouTube video, but I'm back and I can't wait to start posting a bit more. Let me tell you a little bit about what happened and why I stopped posting and my excitement and interest to start posting again. I had to fix my earring. It is like poking me. I don't know what happened. I love these little quince earrings. I actually got them as a birthday gift from Abe. I was just checking my YouTube channel, and the last full-length video that I posted was, it says a month ago, but I'm guessing it's over a month ago. I've taken a little bit of a break, and you may have noticed that I've been posting YouTube shorts a little bit more. I wanted to experiment with those to see what it was like to create them and edit them and see if I could kind of do like day in my life type videos, and they've done pretty well, especially the ones where I eat food. Those are doing super well. I kind of took a break because I was having a little bit of creative block and I didn't know what to film. I think another factor was that I was really busy and I didn't feel like I had time to film. A lot of like your favorite people that you watch, your favorite creators, some of those people, that is their job to create YouTube videos. So they have time, to make videos. And it's really interesting when you're balancing a 9-to-5 job and trying to create videos also, because it feels like the weekends are the only time that I can make those. And I want to have times where I'm not filming on my weekends so that I can just be fully present and enjoy. And so it's kind of become this balancing act. I did post for over a year weekly, which was an amazing thing to do. I can't believe I stuck with it for so long. And I truly do enjoy making YouTube videos, and I do enjoy making the YouTube shorts. However, I would prefer to make these long videos because I have been loving keeping track of my life and seeing how things have changed and evolved. And it's really fun to go back to my first videos that I posted and see how much I've progressed over time with my editing, with my music, with how I color grade the videos. I really want to get back into this. This is one of my favorite hobbies that I do. It's really fun to be able to share my life. And I love to watch videos about other people's lives because I like to see, what people are up to. What's your new hobby? What does your day-to-day look like? Not everybody lives in the Pacific Northwest where I live. And so I like to share kind of unique experiences that you can find here. That's kind of what I've been thinking about as it's starting to get sunnier and I'm starting to have a little bit more time and things are not as stressful, that I can finally dive back into creating my long form videos, which I'm really excited about. And also I've taken some time to get back into my creative self. Right now I'm actually sitting on the floor. As you can see, my couch is behind me, and I am sitting at my coffee table, and on my coffee table right now, I'll show you real quick. I actually have some of my projects that I've been working on. So I did make a YouTube short about these recently. I'm making these little garden sticks so that we can put these next to our plants that we planted. I have different variations of those. In order to connect back to my creative self, I've been working a lot with my hands and clay, just trying to focus on hands-on projects because that's where I can really create and really connect with that part of myself. Having kind of those little side projects that I'm working on have re-inspired me to get back into my YouTube channel and making fun videos and just documenting life again. Now that I'm done with work for the day, I need to go return my Nuuly that I had for this past month. I basically just got a couple shirts to try. I got a couple dresses. Actually, in my Nuuly this month, I picked a couple of items that I've actually borrowed in the past. I don't know if they ever go on sale or they're in the thrift shop of Nuuly, I might buy them. We'll see. Yeah, so I need to go return my Nuuly package before UPS closes. So let's go do that. I was about to run out and go give my Nuuly back to UPS, but I figured I would actually show you some of the items because it's kind of fun to see what clothes people get. I will be honest that the stuff is going to be wrinkled because even though I washed it, I hang dry some of this stuff and it just gets wrinkled unless I iron it. So This was the first one. I'll kind of hold it up for you. This is actually an anthropology dress, and I have rented this a couple of times, and it kind of cinches in at the waist, and then it has a long kind of tiered skirt to it. It has a V-neck. I really love this. I've actually worn this in other videos. I think one of my Portland videos actually wore this with a gray sweater, and I even have worn this with like a little crop top over it, and then it kind of looks like it's just a skirt. This is just one of the most versatile dresses that I've ever worn from Nuuly, and I think it's pretty good material too. I get a medium in this, and yeah, I'm tempted to buy it, but every time I get it in my Nuuly package, it feels like it kind of fits differently, to be honest. And I don't know if it's just like because it's getting washed over and over again that it's shrinking, but that it's shrinking or people treat it differently or what have you. I haven't decided to buy it yet. If I choose to get it again, then I will probably buy it. What's really cool about Nuuly, they're not paying me to say this, but what's really cool is that you can actually get these pieces at a discounted rate. This dress is well over $100, but I think you can get it for less. I want to say maybe $80 or $60 or something like that, but anyways, I love this dress. I wore this top a couple of times, and every time I wore it, I got a ton of compliments. I don't know if it's something that I would wear a lot more. It's super cute, and I love like the embroidery on the sleeve and the buttons going down, the button detail. It is like a linen cotton blend, which is really nice. And I just got compliments on it every time I wore it. Like people would stop me, like random people, because they loved it so much. It's really different than something I usually see. I feel like you don't see embroidery as much on tops like this. They're usually in plain colors. So anyways, this one was really good. I'm not buying it though, because I can envision myself not wanting to wear it in a couple of months. That's something that I like to think about when I have the Nuuly subscription is, am I gonna wear this over and over again? Is it something neutral, or is it a dress that maybe I can see myself wearing it to multiple events or in the summer? Is it something that's easy to throw on? Does it fit really nicely? This has a little bit of a boxier shape, which doesn't always look great on me. This particular top looked really nice, but it's kind of hit and miss. I have to have I feel like certain silhouettes for me to feel comfortable in a certain top or dress or what have you. I also got this sweater. This is from Maeve. So Maeve is sold at Anthropology. This is a little gray sweater. It's not a 3/4 zip, but like a 3/4 button down. It has little baubles on it, and I really, really like that. It's really fun to look at. It was super comfy. Wasn't really itchy either, which was nice. So on colder days, because we still have cold weather here in Washington, this was really nice to throw on. And then I won't show you both of these because they are literally the same shirt in a different color. It's a linen shirt. I don't know if it's a linen cotton blend, but it's an oversized white button down that definitely needs to be ironed, and so does the blue one. But I felt like this was so easy just to throw on with some jeans or with some leggings, and I could just button it up a little bit and I'd wear some gold jewelry with it to dress it up. Of course, I ironed it before I actually wore it, so I didn't look all wrinkly. It's really great. The sleeves are kind of interesting because they would come up to about here on my arm, and I don't like that. Like, I wish that they came all the way down. So what I would do is I would roll it up on my arm so that it didn't have like this weird length to it. I also really like that it kind of had this high-low thing going on. So like it's a little bit higher in the front and then lower in the back to cover my butt, which is something that I prefer. But yeah, I got a couple of these too to just kind of switch out with outfits, especially on the sunnier days where it was a little bit warmer, but I wanted to be a bit more covered. I almost bought this one. This is a floral high-low dress. Who remembers high-low dresses? I haven't seen a high-low dress in so long, but this one was really pretty, and so I decided to get it. If you're a millennial, you know a high-low dress. But basically it's high here in the front and it has ruffles on it. And then it gets a little lower in the back with ruffles. I wouldn't say it's a super dramatic high-low dress, but it is there. And I wore these with little Mary Jane brown heels and a little sweater. This one was really fun too. I almost bought this one because I did get compliments on this as well. However, when I saw pictures of myself in it, I didn't care for it as much, like the silhouette. I think this dress definitely needs a belt if you're gonna wear it. I'm sure it looks good on some people, but for me, I would have to have a little belt with it if I wore it again. I'm making overnight oats for myself for tomorrow, and I will make it for Abe as well. This is one of my favorite breakfasts, and you don't need to heat anything up. You just put all the ingredients together and it's good to go the next day. So it's super easy. We always have a big jar of oats or rolled oats. This stays stocked, and then you put in half a cup of the rolled oats, a tablespoon of chia seeds, which I have right here, a half a cup of whatever milk of your choice. We use this organic unsweet soy milk. It has 8 grams of protein and it doesn't have any added sugar. Sometimes I use oat milk too, but I like that this has no added sugar in it. And then we store a lot of stuff in these weck jars. You actually can get these at multiple places. I recently got this little jar from Crate & Barrel up in Seattle. Anyways, one of my frustrations with the weck containers is this little orange piece right here. This little piece of rubber is here so that the glass lid doesn't rub up against the glass jar, but sometimes it falls off and it's really hard to put back on and make sure that it's stuck together. Okay, I just got it, thank goodness. And then there are these little clips. I don't know if you can see it really, but these little clips that I use to actually close the container. So I mean, they're nice and they look really pretty, but the little orange piece can just be a little bit of a pain sometimes, but it's not terrible. Right now I have my oats and my chia seeds together, so now I'm gonna add the milk. So half a cup of milk, and this is a brand new milk, so I need to open it. And I'm gonna add it in. And then what I do after this step and the milk is in there is I mix everything up. And then once everything is mixed up, you can add any kind of fruit that you want. So I like to add frozen fruit. This is just something that we had at home. Abe really likes to make smoothies. So we had this, it's organic, a 4-berry blend. So it has strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, and raspberries. I love berries. To add some flavor into this, I've also cut up pieces of apple and then added a little bit of cinnamon inside. You can add sugar to this, but I actually do not add sugar usually. Sometimes if I'm really wanting something sweet, I'll add just a little bit of maple syrup, or you can add a little bit of honey. Or if you like some kind of like alternative sweetener, you could do that too, but it ends up being good enough with the fruit and the milk and the oats and the chia seeds. So I don't typically add anything into it, and neither does Abe. I'm gonna stir this up now and put in my fruit. YouTube is literally my TV. Like, I have my favorite channels. I'm like watching so much stuff on Summer House right now. I love watching certain Bravo shows, and I'm really into the Summer House drama. Every time I watch an episode each week, I'm just more and more shocked. And I love catching up on all of the drama, all of the tea that's happening about it. And I literally cannot wait for the reunion. I don't want to even watch the other episodes. I just want to see the reunion, which I think is going to be 3 parts. So I've been catching up on everybody's takes on what's going on, what people think, what people are seeing when they're watching the episodes every week. And so I'm just really in the mix on that right now. That is my thing. But I also have a couple other YouTubers that I watch, and I want to catch up on their videos. And so I'm sitting here at my little craft corner that I've created in my living room. I literally have a piece of cardboard down right now on my coffee table because I do not want to damage it. Abe and I actually created this coffee table, which is pretty cool. We've been doing a lot of DIY projects at our house. For my coffee table, we actually went to Home Depot and we bought basically a wood countertop, like a piece of a wood countertop. I don't remember what wood this is. I think it's birch. And then what we did is we added on some metal legs underneath. And so Abe put those on. We stained it with something called Rubio Monocoat. Actually, one of our friends told us about it, and he refinished his table with the same kind of stain. We did something similar, and I absolutely love it, and it's the perfect size for us. We actually had thrifted another coffee table, but it had some issues, and so we ended up getting rid of that, and we just decided to create our own. So it's worked out really well. It's been perfect when guests have come over. And then we got these big cushions that we could just put around our little table here until we get more furniture. I'm so glad that we have this coffee table because now I have my craft corner. This piece of cardboard is not that pretty, but it protects the table. So I'm glad that I have that. This is just from one of our boxes that we opened. But anyways, I have my little garden sticks here. I just moved them to the side right now because I'm gonna focus on my magnet project. I'm gonna watch some YouTube while I do it. This is really what's bringing me a lot of joy right now, is this little craft corner I've created. I'm going to take all of these little clay blueberries that I made and I'm gonna paint them. I just watched a video on somebody painting them and they got basically a dark navy blue. This is the Americana acrylic paint from Michaels, and it's super cheap, which is why I grabbed it. And it's the Ultra Blue Deep. And then this is also acrylic paint. It's called Purple Pizzazz. So I'm gonna use these 2 colors and I'm gonna paint these blueberries. I have a bunch of other paints, but I just didn't have these 2 colors. So I went ahead and grabbed them. Generally, acrylic paints at the art store are pretty cheap, which is nice, especially if you get them in these little bottles. Now, if you get a little bit of a nicer brand, they are gonna be more expensive. Since I'm just kind of doing some fun projects, I'm getting the cheapest acrylic paint that there is. These colors are so pretty. Also, this looks like I have a yogurt. It's a little Oikos yogurt container. I put my water to clean my brushes in here and it works perfectly. It's tiny and I don't need to keep cleaning it. I can just pour out the water, the dirty water, rinse it, and then put more water in. So it's really easy. And then also I always have some paper towel with me to wipe off my brush so that I can prepare it for the next paint. I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna watch a little YouTube and I'll show you once I'm finished and it's dried. This is the magnetic tape I got. It's actually from Walmart. They had some different options, but I decided that this would be easiest, especially if I do other projects that aren't circular on the base because they had circular magnets. But I feel like I can cut these into any shape that I want. So that will make it easier. And I didn't even know they had magnetic tape. That actually was new to me. Hopefully it works out well. My plan is to paint these, then let them dry, and then probably, I might super glue the magnetic tape, even though it has like a sticky side. I don't know how good it'll be, so I might get some super glue. I don't think I've shared my actual postcard bag that I have. I bought this little pouch at Daiso. I don't know, it was like $2.50. And I was there actually to get stickers to put on my postcards. Because some people decorate with stickers, they decorate with washi tape, maybe they draw a little something on their postcard. And I thought, I want to do that too. Otherwise, the postcard looks kind of plain. So I'll show you some of the things that I have. I think the stickers are the most exciting part of this. All of my stickers fell out this one, but I have like little bear stickers, flowers. These actually have a clear background, so that's kind of cool. Obviously, more postcards that I could send out to people. I have some other little like floral stickers. I actually have some drink stickers. Let's see if I can find those. So I have these. These are kind of fun. Both of these I got at Daiso. So it's a great place to get little stickers. I have some postcards in here that I've received. I'm not sure what I want to do with the postcards yet. I might just like create an album and then put the postcards in them, or I might put them all in a frame and almost like collage them together. So I have those. I have some fun drinks and food in here too. So yeah, I have a bunch of different little things, and it's just been kind of fun to collect the stickers. I also have my stamps in here. These are not pretty at all. These are the international stickers that I put on all of my postcards. Now, here in the United States, I don't know how much they are in other places, but here in the US, they are $1.70 each for these little stamps. You can get nicer ones online through the postal service and I think other websites. These are the ones that I get. There's like a little vending machine at the post office. So I will buy 10 at a time just so I have them. What's interesting is they're really long. And so one time I went to the post office and I was dropping off a postcard and I didn't have any more of my international stamps. I had these poinsettia ones, which I can no longer find. You can see the stamp. You're supposed to fold it right here in the middle. And they wrapped this part on the back of the postcard so that it ruined some of the image. So now I just cut it off right here and then put the postage on. But yeah, it's $1.70 each for each international stamp. So that's my little collection of goodies. I don't know if I should get another pouch to put the postcards that I've received. I think there could be some better organization here. I've also thought about getting a little sticker. It's not a binder. It's like a little sticker notebook, like a plastic notebook, and you can organize all of your stickers into little pouches. So I've thought about ordering one of those too, because right now, even though this pouch is really nice and it keeps everything together, it's a little bit messy and I'd like to be a little bit more organized. I just recorded an entire outro and the camera did not capture it, and that is my fault. We didn't do too much today. Today is Sunday. Usually on Sundays, we keep it pretty chill, but we did check out a new farmer's market that we've never been to. It was pretty small, so we only spent about 20 to 25 minutes there, which was fine. We did get some rhubarb and we got to see some new vendors that we don't typically see at our local farmer's market. It was nice to get out and see something different. After that, we ran some errands. We went to Walmart actually a couple times because we needed to get some groceries. And then we also have been kind of putting up some curtains in our house. So we did that. And we got these blackout shades that I'm hoping will work really well. And then I wasn't feeling well in the middle of the day, and I ended up taking a nap for a couple of hours. I still felt kind of crappy when I woke up, but I decided to get up and I made some dinner. Tried out the lazy dumplings that I've been seeing online on Instagram, and they actually turned out well. I did a vegetarian version of them, so I used vegetarian meat. And then added in some veggies and put them in the pan with oil, let those cook up a little bit. And then I put wonton wrappers over them and then put in some water, like half a cup of water, and let them steam. That's the simplified version of it. I threw in some different sauces and things like that and seasonings to make it taste good. But I did that, served it with rice, and it turned out pretty well, although the little dumplings were falling apart. So I actually would like to learn how to make real dumplings. But I think this is like a quick and easy version of them that's pretty quick to throw together. I think it turned out pretty well, and I made enough leftovers to kind of have that during the week, which is really nice. Now I'm just chilling. I think I might go to bed early tonight. I'm still not feeling great. but I might drink some tea before that and watch a YouTube video. I'm just gonna take it easy, but I hope you enjoyed a couple of mundane days in my life. Not every day is a day where I'm traveling and doing something really exciting. Some days are just more chill. I appreciate you for watching and sticking with me. If you did stay and watch the video the entire time, drop in the comments a yellow heart. I will know if you stayed the whole time if you drop that in the comments. I'll see you really soon. Bye.